lot like these players have put in to this tournament. I mean, there's group 1 or to say 1, stage 2, and now the finals. So I'm sure a lot of the players are wanting to take as much cash as they can home here. I mean, and they deserve it. They've put in a lot of work. They've put in a lot of practice, and I'm very impressed with the gameplay that we've seen today.
Yeah, and you also know, like, with the world that we're working in Clash Royale now, those analysts and those coaches, you want the best ones, and the best ones want to work with the best players. So that also helps your run down the line. So now we see that deck once again here from Yoru. Lightning comes in from Ryley, which is going to be really nice for him. Ends up cleaning up that Goblin Hut, gets some good damage in, but now a decent counter push to deal with. Bar Barrel comes out, 5 Elixir in the back. Guard's going to be there. So Ryley running into a pretty nice matchup as of right now.
Yeah, it seems like he might have gotten the matchup he was hoping for. Maybe a little bit of some good work from his analyst here. But yeah, we have the Ghost for the Goblin Drill. There's the Barbarian Barrel for the Goblin Drill. And of course, the Guards for the Goblin Drill as well. The other thing is, Yoru doesn't have a big spell in this deck. Yeah, there's just no Lightning for this Executioner. This Executioner is really going to block this lane and provide a lot of value. Speaking of value, this Boss Bandit getting in some work here as well. He does go down, but it forced out so much Elixir. Here comes the Ram Rider. Maybe the Evo Bomber can clutch up, but the Snowball from Ryley, a quick reaction time. Going to take off the board immediately before it's able to take out the Exi. And wow, I mean, Yoru down to 538 HP already. That's just 2 Lightnings away from Ryley winning this game with only 50 seconds left on the clock. At this point, I don't know how he's going to win, but if he is, this is how you have to do it. You have to switch lanes. You have to just hope that the Evo Snowball can carry you to victory. But that's why the Bar Barrel's in the deck once again. I've talked about it so many times today, guys. But the Barbarian Barrel, the log versus Goblin Drill plus Evo Snowball is just so important. Because once the Evo Snowball comes through to knock units backwards, you need the Barbarian Barrel to clean the rest up. And wow, Yoru just seemingly extremely tilted here. He's not giving up to the very final second, but both of his towers now under 100 HP. Ryley taking both of them down, and he's feeling happy about this game. Game number 2 going to be coming up right as soon as we can here.
Your back's up against the wall. You're going up against Ryley. You know, can you put it together? And this is usually where the rookies kind of start to run into a little bit of trouble, is on day 2, if they even make it there.
In down, Earthquake going to counter, but the Valkyrie here, Yoru, finding himself a much better matchup than the previous game. We have yet to see what win condition he's going to use here, but it could be a Miner, it could be a Hog, and there's the Miner. I'm sure we will see a Poison to pair with that as well.
Yeah, looking like just a good old-fashioned Miner Poison control here, and fortunate there for Ryley, or excuse me, for Yoru. Ryley dropping those Skellies right on top of the Miner as he populates, getting tanked for by the Valk, so the Miner takes out the Skellies, gets a few extra hits on that tower. Just a small lead, 2807, lowest tower for Ryley here, and 28 and some change, 2849 for Yoru.
Queen does not take the Little Prince. Really nice ability there, stalling the Little Prince from walking forward, so the Queen was out of range, and also protecting the Little Prince at the same time. This just forces down a Valkyrie and a Log onto the Queen here as well.
So that was actually a really nice defense, but it ends up putting them both just directly even, so it just ends up being a bit of a wash.
Right. And the Miner comes in from Yoru once again, trying to extend the damage lead. Roll Hogs from Ryley.
Ooh. And Rocket comes out, so Miner Rocket control. I'm going to do you guys in chat a favor right now. If you type badge and then your player ID, nothing is going to happen. So just a heads up.
Ice Spirit here, trying to get more value than the YouTube chat right now, but the Gob Cage is going to drop down. And looking at the matchup here, I'm actually really happy with Yoru's matchup, but we've seen the Rocket really kind of fail so far in the CRL Warmup. We'll see if Yoru can give it some justice here, have some good defense, and really get those rocket cycles down whenever the Evo Cannon or when the Evo Valkyrie cycle. That's usually when you want to drop them down.
Juice, that was one of your greatest of all time. You've been doing this long enough now, son. You've got it. You've got the bits. You've got the banter. Chat lost it on that one. I lost it on that one. Absolutely brilliant. I'm proud of you. So
wow, that actually means a lot for real, though. It means a lot. Shout out to Andrew. I learned everything I got from Andrew and Rich, boys. Shout out to them.
Matchup definitely good. Just like you were talking about, though, that rocket very interesting yesterday, and this time Ryley gets a perfect catch on the miner with the Skellies plus the Ice Spirit. Queen getting a decent bit of value, but and will get tanked for by that one hog that sneaks in just in time. But as of right now, Ryley just trying to figure out any way to get damage on the board.
So from Ryley's perspective here, I'm just trying to think what he needs to do to win this. I think the biggest thing is you need to abuse your Archer Queen 3-card cycle in the opposite lane, which is what he's doing here. For two reasons. You have to try to get as many hogs and earthquakes on the tower as possible, but if you can ever force out a rock on the Archer Queen, it's kind of a win for him as well, since that is part of the main win condition from Yoru here.
Yeah, Ryley doing a very good job of catching those miners. It's not something you can do 100% of the time. That Evo Cannon got to be super frustrating for him to deal with as well. Just makes cleaning up these pigs so cheap. Every three or every two defenses that come down, which allows for a rocket to come through. I mean, that's why I've never been good at playing Rocket Cycle, is like my defenses, I usually spend just 1 or 2 elixir more than I need to, and then if I try to sneak in a rocket, then I'm just really hurting, and that's why it's such a high skill cap deck. Even though I know you hate it, you do have to play it pretty dang perfectly.
Yeah, I do hate it, but I definitely agree, especially on a stage like this. It's not easy to play. You have to have perfect defense, and one mistake can really cost you here. Roll hogs do come through, maybe a slight mistake there, but he is up enough damage from some solid defenses so far. He should be chilling. I also do want to know Ryley's composure here. He knows he's up one game. He's trying his best to win this one, but he knows if he does lose that he is going to have a nice chance in game 3 as well.
1036, 1670, 20 seconds remaining. Little Prince on the board. Ability does not come out. Little Prince just connects straight up, and that should do it here in game number 2. And a really nice matchup there for Yoru, and exactly what you're talking about. We've said this many, many times over the years, and there's only been a few players really that this has not been true. And then he goes out and starts his second set with bait. And yesterday we were thinking, is that just to like build the confidence? Is that because he wanted to really shock his opponent? And is that because, all of the speculation that we could have? Wow, here we go. Mother Witch runs right into some spear goblins and some bats. Looks like Ryley is going to go to... It looked like he was going to go mortar. He still could. We did see a mortar plus Valk deck yesterday, even though Golden Knight was more popular. Mother Witch, very interesting. We saw Mother Witch come out against a mortar bait deck yesterday as well, but I can't remember exactly who it was, but they did a very, very good job of making sure to not give Witch value throughout that entire game, and they played the deck a little bit differently than you normally would. So, wow. We'll see how this shakes down. Juicy, what do you think we're seeing at the top of our screen here? What is this?
I believe it's some sort of minor poison or maybe a minor fireball. Just spam.
Wow.
Kind of just spam pressure deck. The problem is that he's going up against a Mega Knight, a Mother Witch, an Electro Spirit, a Zap, and a Barbarian Barrel. So these Goblet, these Wall Breakers, these Bats, these Spear Gobs are going to be providing Ryley a lot of trouble here. The Mother Witch is going to be getting a lot of value, spawning a lot of pigs here.
And this is really interesting, Juicy, because I think that we see Yoru doing exactly what you talked about. He's running a deck that counters bait. And also some of the bait decks we saw Ryley run yesterday had no building in it. So now you're seeing a tower-seeking unit like the Ram Rider that also can clean up bait units. You're seeing a Mega Knight that can clean up everything at the bridge if it does come across. And then like you said, the Zap, the E-Spirit, the Bar Barrel, the Mother Witch. Looks like Ryley found himself in another tough spot here matchup-wise.
Yeah, Bats dropping down. Valkyrie Evo up high. Evo Zap immediately taking out the Evo Bat. Evo Valk can cycle, and Ryley's somehow staying in this game despite all of the different counters here. And he's applying dual lane pressure now, but the double wall breaker connection. Ryley winning this game by over 800 HP now.
And this did not feel like a very educated push. Maybe it ends up working out because of the Mother Witch needs to protect her. Does not. Ram Rider does get through. Piggy right behind, and never mind. That actually ended up working out. Yoru felt Ryley spend just a little bit too much on that the attack that came right before that, and ends up punishing him right back. I'd just eat those if I was him.
Yep. Eats the wall breakers to continue his Elixir lead. And he's going to make another big push with his Boss Bandit. Evo Mega Knight, Boss Bandit. Ryley has the Goblin Hut. But here comes the Mother Witch to the bridge. Poison has to drop onto her. But the Mother Witch does lock on the Valk, so she's not going to spawn too many logs. And nice job from Ryley, cycling all the way back to the Evo Valk immediately to really clutch up this defense.
And just zaps on that left-hand side will eat one wall breaker because of the Goblin up in front. And
wow, Mother Witch gets taken out by the double Valk. And now the pressure on both lanes is mounting. Spear Gods get taken out the Barbarian on the Esports and Cycle. Yoru does maintain the damage lead.
And this is starting to get real dangerous for Yoru, just getting spread really, really thin over and over. Ryley now doing exactly what he has to do in terms of sacrificing tower HP to make sure he gets the huge hit on the left-hand side, that Boss Bandit. The Mother Witch is behind, and now you see the fist up in the air. Ryley has been eliminated by who?